UFO sightings are ramping up, and now there seems to be a new Las Vegas UFO event with these strange elongated crafts glimmering in the sky, each with their own respective orbs literally flashing above them. This sighting is wild. It's definitely a see to believe type of UFO, and that's later in the video. First, let's start with these insane gravity-defying UAP in Argentina. This was posted by UFO 5537 on Instagram and took place February 24th of 2024. Y'all, 2024 is the year of the UFO. I'm telling you, check this out. Not only do these lights seem to come from and move in random directions, but they seem to be doing so intelligently, which is what makes it even more anomalous. And Argentina isn't the only place with strange lights. These strange zapping lights were captured literally zapping out of the water in St. Augustine, Florida. This was just captured October 15th of 2024. And y'all, I know I said zapping twice, but it's literally the best way to describe this UAP event. Check this out and let me know what you think. Thank you, Think Tank, for that awesome contribution on Twitter. Now, some say that these things could be flares, but personally, I don't believe they are flares. I feel like flares go up, then they do get bright, but then they don't flash or turn off. They kind of leave their trail behind even as they come down, because usually the point of the flare is to be saved in an emergency, not to flashbang someone with a blinding flash grenade. I mean, I don't know. I'll leave that one up to you. But you know how the saying goes, as above, so below. And that seems to be just as true for UFO events, because we're not just having them down here on the ground and in the ocean. We're capturing these from commercial planes and even private jets. Take, for example, this clip submitted to Reddit by user AffectionateCal5128, which showed strange lights seen from planes over several flights in Europe over the past 3 years. Now these strange UAP don't seem to have any navigation lights at all, which rules out planes, and the user claims they're not satellite as they cross-reference these clips with satellite data. So, what do you think? Are these UFOs? Now that's a strange thing to see, especially if you're flying. So I can definitely see why they say these UFO UAP could be a danger to our pilots. And it doesn't end there, with Connect UFO Guy on Twitter posting these lights on his flight from Atlanta to Montreal, October 11th, 2024. Now, these are some interesting lights in the sky. Check it out. Now make sure that you follow Canuck UFO Guy on Twitter, because not only did he capture this, but on the same flight, he also recorded commercial flights going under this UFO UAP in the distance, and he captured a few other commercial craft to reference and prove that these lights are actually anomalous. And from what I've seen, they are. Meanwhile, down on the ground, Rumble_on21 on Reddit was in the middle of capturing these incredible orbs in triangle formation in Washington state. Now, these orbs are obviously in the Delta Formation. However, Rambo claims that there were 5 more strange lights in the sky, and those were set up in more of a straight line. However, he couldn't record them as he was driving, as you'll see. But he did get that Delta Formation orb of lights. Check it out. These triangle formation lights seem to be showing up everywhere. There was another recent sighting uploaded by MellyQMel143 on Twitter, who actually saw these strange still orbs as well. These are believed to also be in a Delta Formation. However, from the angle Melly Mel was recording and the Delta Formation was in, you couldn't really capture the third orb. Still, they had the same stillness and eeriness as the other Delta Formation orbs that we've seen. Take a look. Imagine capturing that in your backyard. Like, that would be cool, but a little eerie. Eerier still, though, would be the UFOs you can capture in your backyard that you can actually communicate with. Like this amazing UFO orb from one of the Chris Bledsoe experiences. Now, this thing is just brilliant, and in my opinion, just beautiful. The way that it shines and seems to like obviously want to communicate with the people that are taking on these experiences. And if with these videos, I can really see why people want to do the CE5 experiments, or why people want to do these Chris Bledsoe experiences. This is just, it's so cool. It's fascinating. Like, it's eerie, but it's fascinating. Sound off in the comments below with your thoughts on these magnificent lights.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Gosh, you just light up the whole sky. Incredible.
Guys, I'm telling you, I love that brilliant purple. And the way that it kind of just shuts off reminds me of this other UFO sighting that was uploaded by Julio Consiglio on Twitter. And it shows this just incredible, brilliant light. It's really shining. And then it just goes lights out, as the witness mentioned. But it was stationary. Like, it was sitting there. If you saw it and it didn't go lights out, you would think it was just a star. So it makes it even stranger. Smash like, subscribe, and check this out.
The object, one of the objects is circled back. That was incredibly bright. That's in the northern sky, and that just went lights out. I can't count what number sighting this is. We're in Ontario, Canada. It's Wednesday, August 16th, 2023. Probably somewhere between 10:30 and 11 p.m.
Like, yes, that sighting was a little bit older, but I think it's still important and relevant. And I really do, it reminds me of that Chris Bledsoe experience and how it just turns off. But the big thing about that, about it being older and us seeing more and more of this now, is that it kind of shows us that these drivers of these crafts are becoming more and more open with actually communicating with us. And while that's exciting and true, there are some that still prefer to move in stealth. Like this next disc UFO. This is like a actual flying saucer caught by User 5 in IR. User 5 is all about finding what's creeping in our skies at night. Take a look.
Whoa. No fucking way. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
Isn't that interesting and crazy? It really makes me want to just spend a bunch of money and buy a bunch of equipment and just set it up out back 24/7. Like, I want to be capturing this stuff all the time, but then imagine how grueling it must be going through all of that footage. Now, the incredible UFO video you've all been waiting for. The UAP sighting that some are calling the second Las Vegas incident. Now, in this incident, the ships don't seem to crash, but they are clear as day. Y'all really take a look at this submission by Lisa Eckrich and let me know what you think about this Las Vegas UFO.
Okay, this is in the sky. It's not airplanes, y'all. There's no building over there. What in the actual heck? I'm gonna be late for work, but yeah, I had to get this on video. The hell is that? Freddy? I think we're finally here, babe. Okay, I gotta go by.
I'm telling you, these UFO sightings are ramping up. Like, what is going on in our skies? And the brilliant, shining colors of that elongated UFO were mesmerizing, but what really got me were the flashing little orbs above them. Like, if it were just one of those elongated crafts, I'd be like, oh, I don't know, that could be some type of experimental drone where they do it like a... But the fact that it was these two elongated craft, things we've seen but lit up, and then these flashing orbs all over, I don't know, that kind of broke my brain. Could we be gearing up towards a major event? Well, only time will tell. Check out that compilation, those paranormal videos right there.